Hey, how are you? Your Comedy Minute YouTube Live number seven. Lucky number seven, right? Every time I do one of these, I always get wound up. I'm always a little nervous, always a little edgy because I want each one to be better than the last one. So let's pray that this one is just that. I like to start with every week I start with the Web Wilder Credo, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to tell you a quick little story about that. The Web Wilder Credo is work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. I'll do it one more time. Work hard, rock hard, eat hard, sleep hard, grow big, wear glasses if you need them. I actually had a little conversation. Webb and I were messaging one another, and I asked him if I could use Baby Please Don't Go. I was going to play a little bit of that. I was hoping to have it like in the background before we started. But even though Webb gave me permission to do it, when I tried to air it, Instagram and some other places said that he didn't own the rights, even though it's his song or his version of it. Hey, AD's here, my man. First one, how are you? AD is the best. AD, you and Hitman go back to the beginning. Crispy's here too. Hi, Crispy. I wonder about Hitman though. I wonder if he really was a hitman because I haven't heard from Hitman for a while, and that concerns me. Hitman's been with me since 300 subscribers. But anyway, let's. I got a lot to cover tonight. I just did the credo. You guys missed the credo, but anyway, Webb said I could use "Baby Please Don't Go," but I'm a little afraid to do it because I don't want to get in trouble. The numbers. There's over 2,300 videos up right now. 6,185 subscribers. 2,437,471 views. And I got an award this week from YouTube, which again, I don't understand. They sent me an award that said I have 8,000 hours of view time. 8,000 hours of view time. Yet when you go to the monetization side, it shows 230 hours. Hopefully it'll all work out. Oh yeah, I hired him for a bunch of people. Don't worry, he's going. Oh, Hitman, Crispy saying he hired him. I'm gonna take a drink. I'm wound up tighter than a dime store watch. Anyway, that's the numbers. I want to go over some old business from last week. And Crispy, last week, and AD, I think you were around a little bit for it. I'm finding that like 2 weeks ago, I brought up Cracker Jacks. Hey, the floppiest of fish. Hey, man, how are you? You're new. Good to have you here. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I brought up Cracker Jacks and Cracker Jills. And the best line of the night, in my opinion, was when someone, I think it was David Snowden's wife, said, Cracker Jills, do they have nuts? And that just cracked me up. I love when people make me laugh. And so Cracker Jills, they come with nuts. You can put your own joke in there. So last week, we covered the Amazon thing. And Crispy, you were there. Hey, Kyle. Kyle's here. Cool. Kyle had a rough day. He's been at it since 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, make a joke about bagels. Okay, I will. Hey, I know. Oh, you want to joke about bagels? What's a bagel that can fly? A plain bagel. All right, that's it now. Don't get me sidetracked. You're new, floppiest of fish, so I gotta keep focused. Don't screw me up. I'm joking. Anyway, last week, Crispy and AD, if you were here, we talked about Amazon and possibly Jeff Bezos joining us and giving you guys some gift cards and Crispy, I think you wanted $1 million. Kyle wanted new gun. Anyway, I actually appealed to Jeff again and to Amazon because since I did last week, I saw, and it's funny how you see stuff. I saw that his net worth went from 117 billion to 172 billion last year. Yet we have to charge that 5% surcharge. We got to keep him going up into space. But anyway, I appealed to him to come on tonight and give everyone on here a gift card or something. So maybe he'll show up. Maybe you guys will get something. I would love it. I didn't ask for a penny. I don't want a damn thing from the guy. I just want to take care. I explained it when I started this thing. I just wanted to make people laugh. It's the same goal. It's not about going viral. It's not about being the biggest gun in the world. No, it's about just making people laugh. The rest will come if I do that. The other thing, Crispy, if you remember last week, we talked about the After School Satan Club. And, again, last week, Kyle, you were here. I think you or somehow it came out about the After School Gun Club. And after it was over, I started thinking of all the other after school clubs you could have. And just my mind, I was on Twitter this week, and I actually kept posting them one after another, hoping that people would bite. And I came up with the After School Gambling Club, the After School Weed Club, the After School Vaping Club, the After School Cheaters Club, the After School Gun Club. Yeah, you remember it, Crispy. Yeah, that's a really shitty idea, I think. The After School Knife Club or something. But yeah, there were all these clubs. I started thinking of all the After School Alcohol Club. Again, the best stuff, in my opinion, comes from these YouTube lives where you guys comment and write stuff, and it just makes my mind is a little sewer hole. Crispy, earlier you said about your mind and my mind. You don't want your mind to work like mine, Crispy. Not at all. But anyway, so yeah, that was last week. And so I wanted to move to stuff that happened this week. And I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I've been airing last year's, because I've been at this for a year now. So I aired one of my minutes from last year. And in that minute, it talked about I did a Caitlyn Jenner joke, and then it talked about Andrew Yang. And he tried to win over the LGBTQ community or whatever, and it didn't go so well. And in this video, I said, look, I don't give a shit if you're gay, you're lesbian, you're bi, you're transgender, you're whatever. I don't give a shit. I come from York, PA. This is where a guy slept with a sheep. It really doesn't matter to me what you are. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Hey, Big Rat, 60609. Good to have you here. I love you too. I love that you're here. After School Alcohol Club would be my favorite club to be on. Well, damn, Crispy, you're only 13. You can't say that shit. You get me in trouble. Anyway, yeah, I truly feel that way. I don't give a shit. Even though I do jokes, I caught some shit today from somebody about a joke I did. And it's like, it's a joke. And the irony about that is that, oh, I know what it was. It was the ass joke. The ass joke, if you didn't catch it, was one man's ass is another man's pleasure. Now, again, that isn't my cup of tea. It's just a joke. One person wrote, not funny, ooh, ooh, ooh. Another person wrote later on, oh, do more of these, your comedy minute. I love it. Hey, the Kush, nice to have you here. I know what that is. I know all about that. And we'll get to that. That's what the Kush, we just did the After School Weed Club. But anyway, so it's funny to me how I do jokes and some people are offended, and like the subscriber count was higher earlier, but I think Hope Hope pissed off somebody, and Hope Hope did that last week. She did some fat jokes, and before you know it, I lost 2 or 3 subscribers. But anyway, so yesterday, just to show that I truly don't give a shit what gender, whatever the hell you are, whatever trips your trigger, whatever floats your boat, you do it. I don't give a shit. Abraham's here. Cool. Abraham Hernandez, you've been around a long time. Thanks for being here. Anyway, I truly don't. My heart, I don't care whatever you want to do. I mean, like I said, I come from York where they sleep with sheep. So whatever you're doing, yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's minute, I did a bit about a Japanese guy who married a hologram. and it's called fictosexual. And again, I'm learning as I go along because I'm damn near 60 years old, and so when I hear this, I know lesbian, gay, transsexual, bisexual. When I start seeing pansexual and fictosexual, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fictosexual, and I did post on the community page. I think I posted it all over Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. This list of there's like 20 different sexuals that you can be. That you're into books or you're into animation or whatever the hell you're into. Again, I don't give a shit. Whatever you're into, have at it. That's good for you. Me, I'm into making people laugh, and I thank each and every one of you. Big Rat, where do you find these jokes? Big Rat, I do a lot. I mean, obviously, I'm damn near 60 years old. I know a ton of jokes, but I do a lot of, I read online. I search. I use Reddit. I use all kinds of joke websites. Reddit's good for a lot of rehash stuff on Reddit, but every now and again I get one, and it's hard. I'm glad you brought that up, Big Rat, because doing the quickies, that's why I want the YouTube live to be different than the quickies. You guys see me do the quickies, but I want this to be different. Now I have some jokes. I'm going to do a joke here in a minute, but yeah, it's hard, Big Rat. If anyone has jokes you want to send them to me, please do. I'll give you credit and I'll do them. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at as far as when I did that, I got sidetracked there a little bit. When I did the YouTube, the joke or the minute from last year about Andrew Yang and bisexual, and I don't give a shit, Tumblr kicked me off. When I went over to post something and said your account has been suspended, and I was like, what? Oh my God, I said I don't care, but yet Tumblr kicked me off. Now the irony is, I guess they thought about it. I kind of appealed to her, said, what are you talking about? I'm saying I don't give a shit. Why did you kick me off? But so they put me back on. Now I guess I'm back on Tumblr. So let's do a joke. There's a guy, he's really stupid. This guy is stupid as hell. David Snowden's here. My man, FN. I should tell him what that means. Anyway, I want to do this joke. There's a really stupid guy. He wants to start raising chickens. So he goes down to his local, farm place, and he buys 20 chicks. And about a week goes by, and he goes back to the farm place, and he says, I need 20 more chicks. And the girl looks at him and says, is everything okay? And he said, yeah, I think I may have planted those first ones too deep. Get it? He planted the chickens in. I want to move on. Victoria's Secret this week hired a male model, the first ever Victoria's Secret male model. I don't know if you guys saw this, but when I saw it, up to this point, if you guys know Victoria's Secret at all, it's been women. It's all women. And so Victoria's Secret hired this male model. And again, it's Good Morning America, 8 o'clock. I'm, one bloodshot eye. And I saw it. And for a second, well, I guess more than a second, I thought about it. And if you guys think about it, a male model for Victoria's Secret. And I thought there's two ways this could go. If you're straight and you work for Victoria's Secret, or they're nuts. David, wait, just AD. No, AD, maybe you're going to see what I'm saying here. Okay, if you're a male model, let's Scotty Keith, the new male Victoria's Secret model, I'm straight. So, man, I'm loving life. There's nothing but Victoria's Secret women around. Holy shit. That's amazing. That would be the ultimate job. Nothing but Victoria's Secret models. Now, if you're gay, there's nothing but women around. So it probably doesn't work out so good for you. I don't know. It's just like I said, I get stuff like that in my head, and I go, Victoria's Secret. It's like when Playboy had its first transgender model. I did that bit a year ago, and I thought of some kid that doesn't know that it's transgender. He's, oh my gosh. Anyway, let's move on. Another joke. There's a Queen Elizabeth II has lived long enough. She knows Victoria's Secret. Oh, crispy with some attempted humor. Let's have a drink. If anybody's, David, do you have Mr. Snowden, do you have a little gentleman Jack or something? I know you like that. I'm going to take a sip. There's a fast guy and a smart guy, and they go into a bar. And the bartender says, which is better, being fast or being smart? Yeah, buddy. I love it, David. Anyway, fast guy and a smart guy go into a bar. And the bartender says, which is it, guys? Which is better, to be fast or smart? And the fast guy says, well, it's better to be fast. He said, if you work in a nuclear power plant, if you're fast, you can run the hell out of there. And the smart guy says, nah, it's better to be smart, because if you're smart, you don't work in a nuclear power plant. Homer Simpson right now is going, hey, screw you, Scotty T. Anyway, I want to move on because this week is another new thing I did, and anyone that knows me, David, and a lot of people, you guys know me, I don't do political humor. I've never done political humor. And David, you're responsible for this, by the way. David, I won't get into the details there, but David, he sent me a video, and I watched it, and it made me look at another video. And when I watched the video, President Biden, I don't like it to do that, but man, he looked just batshit crazy. He's walking around the room, and in one sense I felt sorry for him, but in another sense I thought, holy shit, you're running our country. You're in charge, for Christ's sakes. What the? And I mean, if you watch the video, Obama doesn't want anything to do with him. Kamala Harris doesn't want anything to do with him. And, it's like, but I did a bit about it, and it reminded me of Ronald Reagan, and you guys can watch it. But this morning, just to go a step further with it, and again, I don't like doing political humor, and I don't like to kick a person when they're down, but Joe's going to be nearly 80 years old, and I think maybe he's getting out there a little bit. I asked Dr. Joe Biden, sorry, I got to go, but I'll be back. Thank you, Big Rat, for coming. Please, every Thursday night, 7 o'clock, I'm going to keep doing these. Hopefully, it'll get better and better every week. Anyway, I asked Dr. Jill to step in like Nancy did with Ronald Reagan. Maybe he can step in and kind of, first off, don't put him on TV anymore. Don't let him do any more interviews, for God's sakes. Don't put him in the press. Keep him off to the side. And maybe some of the other Democrats or something can step up and try and help out making decisions, for shit's sake. Because this is a fact. I saw this morning. Again, I'm up in the morning and I see Good Morning America. The U.S. left behind $7 billion worth of stuff in Afghanistan. $7 billion. Holy shit. That's a lot of money to just leave behind. And I can't help but think that maybe that wasn't such good planning on our president's behalf on how to exit Afghanistan. Maybe you should have thought about getting some of our shit out of there before you took all the people out. Anyway, I don't like to do political stuff, and I won't do it, but I just want you to know that when I saw it on Saturday Night Live, and I saw, and there's approval ratings in the dump are 33%, and crime 39%. Those are facts. That's not shit I'm making up. I don't make stuff up. When I tell you something, it's like yesterday when I did the bit about the guy marrying the hologram. I actually posted a video on YouTube on my community section. You can actually see the guy with the hologram. Again, fictosexual, whatever the hell you're into. You want to marry a hologram? Hey, Ronnie, Robin, and the Wook. Man, these guys are going to watch the NFL draft tonight. I don't know. I said that to Wookie. When I were talking earlier about all these different sexuals you have. You have your transsexual. You have now this fictosexual, and I posted a whole batch of them. I would probably be an NFL sexual. You guys, I love the NFL. I said to Wookie, vodka sexual. I'm a vodka sexual. I like vodka a lot. I don't try and screw the bottle or anything, but Anyway, let's have a drink. Let's do another joke. There's a college president, and the president of the college meets with all the male students. Good coffee. Yeah, you're right. Well, here, maybe I should do another sip. Afghanistan be having a good time with that stuff. Crispy, you ain't shitting. We left behind $7 billion worth of stuff. Who in the hell planned that out? I mean, $7 billion worth of stuff. Just think of what $7 billion would do to our economy. Drink up. I'm going to, look. When this is over, I'm going to. Anyway, the president of the college meets with all the male students, and he explains to them that we have all female dorms. And if you get caught in the female dorm after hours, the first time you get caught in the female dorm after hours, there's going to be a $50 and you'll have a strike on your behalf. He says if you get caught a second time in the female dorm after hours, the fine is going to be $100 and you're going to have a second strike on your academic thing. He says if you get caught in there a third time, the fine is $200, and we're going to have to start looking at your being here at the school. And one guy in the back raises his hand and he says, well, how much is it for a semester-long pass? That would be me. I'd be at the girls' dorm all the time. Let's see. What else do we have? What do you guys got? Wookie, I know you and the Cowboys are hoping for a good draft. Ronnie and his Raiders are hoping for a good draft. David is a Ravens fan. I know that. AD, I don't know. Are you a football guy? If you are, I'm an Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan for a long time. I'm going to do when football season comes, I'm going to do a minute about how I became an Eagles fan. I damn near lost my life in Philadelphia. I know Wookie has a story about being in Philadelphia. But, Philadelphia's a tough town. I actually did a minute a week or so ago about Philadelphia versus Richmond. And I think, David, you really like that minute. I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. I'm going to do another joke. I want to thank all of you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful that things are going as well as they are. Again, I'm very happy. I'm not trying to become some kind of viral hit. My goal is for every week for these to get better and better and more people come. Wait, want to hear a bar joke? Okay, Crispy. I know a lot of bar jokes, but go ahead. I'll wait for you. Type it in. I'm going to have another drink. Crispy's got a bar joke. Let's wait to hear this. This ought to be good. Two nuts walked into a bar. One was assaulted. Sandwich walked into a bar. Said, we don't serve food here. 2 eggs and bacon walked into a bar. Bartender said, we don't serve breakfast here. Come on, Crispy. I'm waiting on you. You got to type it in. Or are you drunk already? Abraham Hernandez. Abraham, you're all right, man. I've been to your Instagram page. You're a good guy. I like what you got going on. So a man enters a bar and takes some shots and gets drunk, okay? Well, this is going to take a minute, Crispy. You got to move it along. Thank you, Abraham. I mean that. You're a good guy. You comment on my stuff. I appreciate it. It's funny how some people, there was a guy, I won't name him, but he he was on me real hard. I guess he thought I was going to get him a record deal or something. So Alpha's here. Oh my gosh. Hey, Alpha Lupus is another one. I absolutely, there's certain people, well, I shouldn't say that. Everyone on this list, I thank you all very, very much. I was getting to that. And I'm so grateful that I don't care, the quantity. All right, then he asked to have one more, but the bartender tells him he had enough and he has to leave. Okay. Hey, TAJ SML's back here. Those are all the names of your family. All right, so Crispy, I'm going to restart for Crispy. You want to tell a bar joke? Crispy says, a guy enters a bar and takes some shots and gets drunk. Then he asks to have one more, but the bartender tells him he's had enough and he has to leave. All right. We're waiting, Crispy. I'll have another drink. David, have another one. You drinking? Gentleman Jack? Wookie, I don't think you and Ronnie drink, but what the hell, get some of that moonshine you guys have down there. Hi, Mr. Tommy. Good to have you here. I'm always glad to have people here. Whiskey. Yeah, whiskey, mama. Yeah, gentlemen, just whatever the hell, David. I don't give a shit. It's like my idea about sexual. I don't, and it's funny because that gets me in a lot of trouble. And to be honest with you, I really don't give a shit. So what did I miss? Alpha, wait, Alpha, let me start all over. So he takes a walk around the bar and again asks to have a shot. The bartender rolls him. He already said no. Oh, Crispy, I know this joke, and I don't think we have enough time to get through it. Anyway, Alpha, what you missed, I'll give you a quick recap. Last week, I don't know if you were here last week. I have to go. See you next time. You just got here. What the hell? All right. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming, though. I appreciate it. Come early, stay late. Go wake the kids. Anyway, getting back, Alpha, you asked me what you missed. I'll give you a quick recap. I went over Amazon with Jeff Bezos last week, everybody. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. Went over Amazon, Jeff Bezos. It pissed me off last week that they're charging a 5% surcharge, yet Jeff Bezos went from 117 billion to 172 billion, this past year. And, but yet you're going to charge people. For shit's sake, man, inflation and gas is killing us all. But Jeff, you have to have your money. I noticed you didn't make any effort to help out. I didn't ask for a penny. Alpha, you asked what you missed. I got a hard on now because for not literally, but for Amazon and the way that Jeff is running that he wants to do good. Well, every one of these people could use a little help, Jeff. Feel free to send them all a gift card. I don't want shit from you. I don't want a penny. But anyway, Alpha, you missed that. Last week, Alpha, he does that multiple times. And there's one more time. So I told you multiple times already. Now leave. Crispy, by the time you get to the punchline, we're going to be over with. Anyway, Alpha, I then went into last week. I did a bit about the After School Satan Club. And I thought of all the different clubs you could have. The After School Drinking Club, the After School Vape Club, the After School Gambling Club, the After School Cheaters Club. And, there was just, you guys can come up with your own. David, if you have any, please feel free to. And there's so many different after-school clubs that would be perfect to go with the After-School Satan Club. I'm going to do one more joke. I do want to thank everybody. Crispy, you got to get to the punchline, man. I'll retell the whole thing if you get to the punchline. But thank you all very much. We're coming up on a half hour. I don't like to keep you too long. I enjoy the hell out of them. I could go for a while. But Alpha, what else? Let me try and recap what else you missed. I got kicked off of Tumblr for doing a joke that, a bit where David Snowden, oh, the devil, David and his horns. Alpha, I did a joke and I got kicked off Tumblr. And it basically was that, I don't, honestly, when I say this, I mean it from my heart. I don't. And then the man says, all right, before I leave, I want to ask you a question. Barthes, minute and I say, how many bars do you have work at? Oh my God. Crispy, I'll do the joke because Crispy, this is Crispy's joke. A guy's really drunk and he asks for another drink. And the bartender says, you're not getting any more, you're drunk. So the guy leaves and he staggers back into the bar. And he says, can I have a drink? And the bartender says, no. He says, I told you a minute ago, you're drunk. So he staggers out again and he comes back in. And he says again, can I have a drink? Bartender says, yeah, I told you. And finally comes in the third time and the bartender says, the bartender, can I have a drink? He says, I told you that. He says, well, how many bars do you work at? He's that drunk, he doesn't. I was going to do that joke, Crispy. Here, I'll do it for you. What do you call a guy who's drunk and fumbling for his car keys? A taxi. I'm going to do one more joke, but I do want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I mean that sincerely. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. AD, Jelly Orphan, a drunk guy fumbling for his car keys. Yeah. Uh-oh, I don't know. It's a joke, Jelly Orphan. You're new. I don't know who you are, but it's a joke. And you call him a taxi or you call him an Uber. You don't let him drive. I know I had a DUI. I want to do one more joke. I want to thank everyone. I also want to remind you, please, if you can afford it. I know times are tough. Get yourself a coffee mug. Get yourself a shirt. It would mean the world to me. It will help me keep this thing going. I don't ask for much. I don't beg for likes or shares or comments or any of that. If you can, get a shirt, get a coffee mug, get yourself something. Kyle did. David did. I would appreciate it. I'm going to do one more joke and I'm going to go. I'll take a sip. Alpha, I'm trying to give you another recap here. I covered Victoria's Secret hiring a male model. I did Joe Biden wandering around the room looking crazy. I did Afghanistan. We left $7 billion worth of machinery there. But I don't like to. That's great stuff. Let me do this last joke because I don't like to keep you guys. I appreciate it. I've got more people here now than I started with. And again, I can't stress enough how much I appreciate it. Hopefully every week, if I keep doing these and get prepared and do them right, we'll get more and more people. This will grow. Again, that's what I'm hoping for. I just want to make people laugh. I don't want to piss people off. I don't give a shit if you want to sleep with a hologram or a sheep or whatever you're into. Go ahead and have at it. I'm not judging you. I'm just here to make people laugh. The last joke I'm going to do for you, there's a mother, and she says to her son, she says, look, do me a favor. If you ever see your father cheating on me, I want you to tell me. So about 2 months later, the husband says to her, he says, honey, I have to be honest with you. I've been unfaithful to you. And the mother goes and she grabs the son and she says, I thought I told you that if you ever caught your father being with another woman, that you would tell me. And the little boy says, it wasn't a woman. Oh boy, now why? Why did you, now you have to go and end like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a joke. Hey, David, thank you for being here. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to wrap it up. I kind of screwed that last joke up a little bit, but either way, I tried to dig it out. Thank you all very much. Have a great evening. I'll see you guys real soon. Again, I'll say it one more time. I thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. Abraham, I'm going to try, man. I work my ass off every day. Shot a batch more quickies. Nah, man, you're good. Have a great one, man. Alpha, I thank you so very much I thank each and every one of you. I said, not just for being here tonight, but for all your comments and all the stuff you write. That's the stuff that keeps me going. I can't stress it enough. Listen, have a good one. I'll shut the hell up. I can't tell you enough. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week, 7 o'clock, same time, same channel. Good night, bro. Good night, Abraham. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everyone that's been here.